Welcome to Madden.
Hey, Cap. It's good to have you back in the building.
Good to be back.
And Miss Day, it's good to see you again.
Likewise, Mr. Hunter.
Look, we got some great times ahead of us, but let's get some business out of the way first. Good with you?
Absolutely.
Since we met back in March after the Combine, we've been hoping we have this opportunity to get you here full time.
I felt the same way. This is where I wanted to be.
Good. So, the terms of the deal are what we discussed earlier in the week. But I'll tell you what, why don't you take a look at the contract one last time before we sign?
All right. I think we're all good.
Yeah, all good.
Let's get to it. Let me be the first one to formally welcome Cap, not only to our city and this amazing organization, but to a brotherhood that is the NFL.
Honored to be here. I'm ready to rep this city.
Let's make it official and get a picture of you two.
To your left, Cap.
Mr. Hunter, over here.
Over here, Cap.
Looking good, Cap.
Welcome to Maddencast and Freddie T. Your boy fell out of the top 10. How you feeling about that?
I feel okay, but there are gonna be some GMs who
Welcome to Maddencast and Freddie T. Your boy fell out of the top 10. How you feeling about that?
Shut up! Go! Ready, set! Get up! Let's go! Ready, ready? Ready, ready? Ready? Set. Ready? Set, go! Here we go, here we go! Ready? Ready, break! Hot, hot! Come on, set! Hut!
Welcome to Maddencast and Freddie T. Your boy fell out of the top 10. How you feeling about that?
I feel okay, but there are gonna be some GMs who lose their jobs by making this career-defining mistake.
Those same GMs and their scouts have done their due diligence and watched the show. And listen to me. I'm telling you, this kid is not a cornerstone of a championship team.
No, Channing. When he's holding.
Game time, baby. Game time. It's either going to be really bad or really good. Okay.
So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And a glance here at the southpaw, who will be calling the plays under center. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay.
Delay of game, offense.
Oh, no.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Here we go, set. On the ball, now. Go.
He'll drop to throw. Finding Lockett for the catch here on the out route. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So the completion good for 7 there, and that'll bring up second down. They'll set up to throw, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. On third down, he'll drop to throw. And this a quick slant to Lockett. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A good throw right there. And Charles, this first preseason game is kind of a get your feet wet type of exercise. The starters will likely only go a quarter or so and then watch the remainder of the game. So what would you be looking for if you were a coach on that sideline?
Well, I think that since it's a get your feet wet type of exercise, the game plan is going to be fairly simple. And what you want to see is how your quarterback has absorbed things. Is he making the right reads? Is he in control and calm while he's out there? And just going through the simple exercise you've given him so far and trying to execute well here in the early going.
And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 39 yards. And the Seahawks put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. Their quarterback leading this offense back out. He threw a touchdown pass last time they had it. And he'll look to get him in the end zone again here as they start with the first down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 7-7, our score after 1. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And say what you want about Lumen Field here in...
Oh, at least I got 1 touchdown. Okay. Yeah, apply skill points. Let's go. Let's get it going. Upgrade. I don't think I could. Can I literally upgrade anything? No. Oh, okay, okay. think we bump up medium. Bonus workout, agility, brake sack, brake sack, I guess. Max recovery, we'll go with game day. We're gonna lose again, probably. It's fine.
It's week 2 of the NFL preseason, where depth charts and playbooks will be put to the test. It's the Cowboys and the Seahawks. All that and more.
So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession.
Let's go now.
The leading rusher among rookies a season ago. Here's Kenneth Walker. And this will be a Seahawks first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line.
A good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Inside the 10 and all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker, 63 yards. And the Seahawks go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. They've got the 7-0 lead. Now they've got the football back after their defense got the stop, CD. And you get the feeling if they could score here, they'd really have all the momentum on their side.
And you just wonder right now, is the quarterback and the play caller totally in sync? Are they of one mind that, hey, what worked last time, let's keep doing it until they stop us? Or do they go to a different section in the playbook, show them something different? Either way, they want a repeat of their first drive. And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Ken Walker, ready for the regular season with his second touchdown of the game. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Not even 2 minutes into this football game, already we've had 2 scores.
You know how much I like...
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field. Well, this offense looks like they have a little extra pep in their step. Here's Walker to start the drive. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And the catch is made here by Tyler Lockett. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
A good throw there, and that's what you want to see from a quarterback trying to cement his spot as a starter. Now, worth pointing out, we're expecting to see this group for the first half of this game only, so they'll get a little more run than they did last week.
Yeah, this is kind of the new normal, isn't it, partner?
Looking for Lock. It's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take over at their own 41.
At their own 41 yard.
And out now come the Seahawks.
Here we go, here we go.
They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Second quarter now from Seattle, and it is the Seahawks with the football here, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Back to Walker on first down. To about the 40-yard line.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Out of the gun now on third down. Left side complete to Lockett. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 42. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass and they get 12 yards out of it.
Yeah, that's a good throw right there. And our understanding is that he's probably going to play the bulk of this first half. It's only the 2nd week of the preseason, but you can already see the connection he's got with his receivers and tight ends. And he's clearly enjoying himself so far. That throw, it picks up a first down.
And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 189 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. He had his eyes on the end zone once he hit the secondary, but they're finally able to slow him down.
Yeah, and I've got to look at this one from the defensive point of view. You just mentioned finally able to slow him down. They've got to figure out a way to make that at the point of attack, at the line of scrimmage, because once he gets through, he's shredding them.
No big surprise. Micah Parsons doing what he does so well, dropping him for a loss.
So first down went in the wrong direction. They're at the 13-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal. On 2nd down, it's Walker. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete. This Cowboy defense looked ready for that 3rd down pass. Brings up 4th. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. That's complete to DK Metcalf. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Now back to throw. It's caught. Lockett. The Seahawks moving pretty well through the air. Another first down.
Now that was pretty. They executed that curl route versus zone coverage, and that changes things a little bit because against man, it's often a tight curl, a tight, sharply run route. Against zone, you're just looking for that open spot, that dead area, so you make curl a little bit wider just to get to that place.
And usually a tight window. He fired a bullet in there for the completion. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. Well, look around. So the victory here for Seattle, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that fourth quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Sorry, I'm not talking much through this. I'm mainly gameplay focused. Yeah, I don't know. I just try to stick to the gameplay and focus.
The third and final week of the preseason is here. A fourth exhibition game is a thing of the past. It's the Seahawks and the Packers, just ahead on EA Sport.
So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession.
They run with the second-year man. It's Kenneth Walker. Yeah, this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
A throw over the middle taken in. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18. Good work there on that completion. You know, once we made the move, Charles, from 4 preseason games down to 3, kind of tougher to know how to handle these games as a coaching staff, and they've decided they want at least some of their starters out there. They said probably for this entire first half. Do you agree with that?
Ordinarily, Brandon, I wouldn't, but I actually do, and here's why. When we went from 4 to 3 in terms of preseason games, we left a bigger gap between the third game and the start of the regular season. So there's a lot of time for rust to build up, right, and some bad habits to form. I want these guys to play as much as possible in preseason and be ready to go when the season begins. So, yes, I'm all in favor of them getting some extra work here.
A gain of 3, second down. They'll look to throw here. They're unable to connect, but a late flag comes in. And the contact may have come too early.
Hey, y'all, what's up?
So a costly penalty yardage-wise as that'll move the football down to the spot of the foul.
And what the officials are looking for in these situations, whether you're playing the man or the ball, and if you're playing the man...
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Kenneth Walker. A 9-yard touchdown run. And the Seahawks have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Some good. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. It'd be ideal.
Big Kenny Clark that time, pushing upfield to make the tackle for loss. They went with the run-pass option, and I don't know if the option really mattered there because the defense was ready.
So many times you put the defense at a disadvantage because you have those multiple options, but when they read their keys and play it correctly, sometimes the result goes in their favor.
3 yards is the pickup, but it leaves them still needing 11 here on third down.
In today's NFL, you hear all the time about stretching the field and creating space in order to run plays. A toss play will help accomplish that because now you're pushing a defense to chase you all the way to the edges and to the sideline. That's a nice run, probing now early to try and get things done later.
He'll look to throw. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And this is what you want to see from a defense. Give up an opening drive touchdown, that's fine. But how about them going back out there, recommitting?
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on first and second down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure or do they play coverage on this down?
Now on third down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
This defense has certainly played well so far in this game, and the coverage has been tight on just about every throw. Forced a few here so far in this game.
And the Seahawks get ready to trot out on the field. Walker now on 1st and 10. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Not a big run on the first play of the drive, but that doesn't necessarily mean it was a bad play. Sometimes you're just trying to settle in, get your guys a little bit of contact, and get things moving.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. They'll try and sneak it here. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 3rd down, here's Walker. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Ken Walker ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Seahawks have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense.
Let's go now.
They'll run the toss to Walker. A little juke, and he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
66 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10.
They'll toss this out right to Walker. To about the 26 here.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd down and 6 now from the 26.
Back to throw. This complete to Lockett. And this is going to result in another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Packers 16. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0.
Let's go.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
They'll look to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. These offensive starters still out there in the 2nd quarter. You would think the plans for them to at least play into the 3rd quarter, if not all the way through.
Yeah, it might go by feel. If they have a really good first drive to start the 3rd quarter, they might pull them after that. If not, might leave them out there a little bit.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown.
Jackson Smith and Jigba.
23 yards for the touchdown.
And the Seahawks take a 3-touchdown lead.
Little loft on that touchdown pass and sort of dropped.
Out is their quarterback with this offense to take over once more. He had the touchdown pass.
Ready, break. Come on, baby. Ready.
On play action, they'll throw. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks.
Gain of 12. And the Seahawks first down.
So we've come upon halftime with a visiting Seahawks.
Well, look around.
Let's have some fun. Let's get some goals. Here we go. Here we go. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. He lets it fly for Lockett. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Tyler Lockett, 75 yards.
And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, partner, I mean, if anybody was still questioning whether or not he had an NFL caliber arm, I think you can toss that right out the window. That was a heck of a throw right there.
I would agree totally. Question it no more. This rookie.
The Seattle now ready to march onto the field.
Come on, set. Check it.
On first down, he'll drop to throw.
And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
There he goes left side.
Now he's loose down the left sideline.
And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle.
Kenneth Walker.
78 yards as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead.
You get in a second and long situation down here in the red zone, I'd say most defensive coaches would think pass, let's bring some pressure. So this is kind of a tendency breaker here to hit him with something on the ground, and he'll take it all the way into the end zone.
And out now come the Seahawks.
Here we go, Shaq.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And now off to the races down the right side. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40.
169 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now a draw play. It's Walker.
And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46.
Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think.
Now the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Now a timeout called for by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now second down and 22 yards to go.
Up the middle, here's Walker.
They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on third down. As we surmise, Charles, most of the starting units still out there for this third quarter. First time this preseason that they played into the second half.
And that's by design. Most of the time by this point of the preseason, you want them to go into the half, cool down, and then come back out and warm up to start the third quarter like you would a regular season game. That's exactly what they wanted to get done.
This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
Well, praise has to go to the guys on the offensive line because
so the victory here for Seattle, and never an easy thing to do, no matter how.
Welcome back to Madden Cast, and it's week 1. Freddie T, I know you can't wait to see your favorite rookie